And look who's coming up. To him to light the fire, and all year long he answered the demands until he was physically unable to start tonight with two bad legs, the bad left hamstring and the swollen right knee. And with two out, you talk about a roll of the dice. This is it. If he hits the ball on the ground, I would imagine he would be running 50% to first base. So the Dodgers trying to catch lightning right now. Fouled away. He was, complaining about the fact that with the left knee bothering him, he can't push off. Well, now he can't push off and he can't land.
He's going to use all arms. Look at his crowd on its feet. What a tribute.
4-3 A's. 2 out, 9th inning. Not a bad opening act. Mike Davis, by the way, has stolen 7 out of 10. If you're wondering about Lasorda throwing the dice again. Fouled away again.
And he's staying on an outside corner. He's not going to give him a ball to pull. With Davis, he just missed. But here's two quick strikes, both fastballs that kind of tail away the outside part. Hasse is not even flirted with the inside part of that plate.
You saw Dave Duncan gesturing. He was gesturing to Carney Lansford at third. 0-2 to Gibson. The infield is back with 2 out and Davis at first. Now Gibson during the year, not necessarily in this spot, but he was a threat to bunt. No way tonight, no wheels.
They're plenty deep in the outfield and a lot of room. They're playing him straight away in center field. Look at it, right down the line. He's a threat now with 2 strikes.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Little nubber foul. And it had to be an effort to run that far. Gibson was so banged up, he was not introduced. He did not come out onto the field before the game.
You can really see the limp. He's not driving that ball. It was by him. Let's see, he's really almost has to talk to his legs and say, hey, let's go, we got to get out of here.
It's one thing to favor one leg, but you can't favor 2.
No way, and that's what he's trying to do. He really is.
0-2 to Gibson. Ball 1. And a throw down to first. Davis just did get back. Good play by Ron Hasse using Gibson as a screen. He took a shot at the runner, and Mike Davis didn't see it for that split second, and that made it close.
A lot of times what you do, you'll give a sign to the first baseman, say, now be there. They call it now be there play. If I get the ball, I'm going to throw it. 14 fastballs in a row. That's all he's been throwing.
There goes Davis, and it's fouled away. So Mike Davis, who had stolen 7 out of 10 and carrying the tying run, was on the move.
They wanted to give Gibson a good shot at it with 2 strikes, but with the 2 strikes, Davis a threat, as we said, because the blue pit will score that big run.
Gibson shaking his left leg, making it quiver like a horse trying to get rid of a troublesome fly. 2-2. Mike Scioscia can only sit now and sweat it out. He led off the inning and popped up. Tony La Russa is 1 out away from win number 1.
Here's the big pitch. He's got to make it happen on this one.
2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 out.
Those extra steps that Davis will get if the count goes to 3-2 are very big. So Hasse and Eckersley want that pitch of decision right here.
There he goes, way outside. He's stolen it.
Hasse started to throw and kind of bumped Gibson, but it was way too late. Davis was way down there, almost as if he could have walked in. Not a bad pitch to handle for Hasse outside. Now watch when he starts to throw. Look at Gibson. And Harvey says, no, he had the base stolen.
So Mike Davis, the tying run, is at second base with 2 out. Now the Dodgers don't need the muscle of Gibson as much as a base hit. And on deck is the leadoff man, Steve Sachs. 3-2. Sachs waiting on deck, but the game right now is at the plate. High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
Unbelievable! A home run for Gibson, and the Dodgers have won the game 5-4. I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw. Is this really happening, Bill?
It is happening, and they've got to help him home. The third base coach, Joe Malpatano, had to give him a little push, and all the Dodgers are around home plate.
I don't believe what I just saw. One of the most remarkable finishes to any World Series game. A one-handed home run by Kirk Gibson, and the Dodgers have won it 5-4. And I am stunned, Bill. I have seen a lot of dramatic finishes in a lot of sports, but this one might top almost every other one.
In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened. And now the only question was, could he make it around the base paths unassisted?
I guarantee you this, the parking lot at Chavez Ravine is empty. Nobody has left their seats, and now the man of the hour is back out on the field. Kirk Gibson, have you ever had a feeling like this?
Well, it's hard to match, I'll say that, and you know, it's I guess a storybook. I was very disappointed today because I knew I couldn't play. I knew I'd be a detriment, and I got an injection today, and I was very sore, but I saw the opportunity. I knew if we could get a guy on base, the pitcher was coming up, and I figured if I got out there and the fans started cheering, that I could suck it up for 1AB, and maybe something good would happen, and it happened.
How much pain were you in at the plate?
Well, it was tough. You know, pushing off my front foot, and my other hamstring was hurting me. I got 2 bad legs, but you know, when I got 2 strikes on, I just decided to buckle it down, and Mike got the second. I knew I really didn't have to hit a home run. I kind of was going to shorten up and try and drive the ball the other way, and I got a breaking ball that he got out. It was low, the ball I like to hit, and I was just fortunate. The good Lord gave me this wonderful moment.
Did you know it was gone the instant you hit it?
A pretty good idea. And, you know, we've had some tough times, but, you know, what a team. We've been saying it all year, and if it wasn't for my teammates, I wouldn't even have got the opportunity to remember this moment.
We were standing in the runway, and we could hear you taking batting practice off the tee back at the end of the tunnel. We didn't even think you'd be available for pinch hitting duty, and I know Lasorda walked back to talk to you. How did that conversation go?
Well, I've been in the training room all day, or all night, getting treatment, and in fact, I heard Vin Scully say they were panning the dugout looking for me, saying it didn't look like I was going to be able to play, and I said, that's enough. Went and put an ice bag on there and numbed my knee up best I could, hit some off the tee in there, and I had a bat boy come in and ask Tommy to come in. I wanted to talk to him. I said, go ahead and pinch hit for Alfredo with Mike. If we get a guy on, I'll go in there and give you my best. I think I can do it and give you a good shot, and that's what it's all about.
thoughts and images that went through your mind as you rounded the bases?
Well, I just kept telling myself, these are the type of circumstances you enjoy most, and you perform even better under these conditions, and thank the good Lord, it all happened for us.
But again, all the talk about the superstar at the top of the order. These guys, these former MVPs themselves, a lot of chances funneled to them. And the bases will be loaded here for Freddie Freeman with the Dodgers down 3-2 and down to their last out in game 1.
Well, the good news here for Dodgers is Freddie Freeman doesn't necessarily have to do anything but get a single and jog to first. But beating something out in the ground will be limited because of his ankle.
Yeah, the kind of at-bat that every kid that plays baseball dreams of one day having. You tell yourself, right, all right, bottom of the 10th, bases loaded, World Series, one-run game, Dodgers, Yankees. Reality for Freddie Freeman right here. Taylor the tying run, Edman the winning run. Cortez delivers. Freeman hits the ball to right field. She is gone! Gibby, meet Freddie. Game 1 of the World Series. Game 1 World Series poetry. Freddie Freeman, 36 years after Kirk Gibson's Game 1 walk-off against Dennis Eckersley with a walk-off home run of his own. The Gibson had 2 bad legs. Freeman had 1 bad ankle. As it was on an October night 36 years ago, a hobbled Game 1 hero for the Dodgers.
Grand slam, walk-off in a World Series game.
Yeah.
Where does that moment rank for you?
Oh, I don't know. Again, that's stuff you are 5 years old in the backyard right there. That's a dream come true, but that's only one. We got 3 more.
Going up to the plate against Cortez, what's on your mind? First pitch.
I like that. Oh, I'm just trying to be on time for the heater. That's all you can try and do, be on the heater closer to you. Try and push, leave the cutter and slider away, and I was on time for the heater.
Now, it was nice you didn't have to run hard. How was your ankle? You legged out a triple earlier in the game.
Yeah, it actually felt pretty good. The last 6 days, we treated it really well. I've been feeling pretty good, so right when I ran out to give high fives to my teammates, I felt pretty good, because that was the first time I ran all week, so ankle's good.
You ran over to your dad after hitting that home run.
Yeah.
What did you say to him?
I was just screaming in his face. I'm sorry, Dad. Yeah, he's been there since I was a little boy, throwing batting practice to me every day. So this isn't my moment. That's my dad's moment.
It's been such a tough year for you, physically, off the field with your son. Freddie, how gratifying is it just to get this done for your team?
Yeah, pretty gratifying. This ranks up there pretty high. It's pretty incredible. So it's been a long 3 months, but these fans here, when I came back that first game, they showed love. I'm just glad I was able to reciprocate tonight.